Okay, so I personally have a problem. My problem is that I do not know how to make introductions, how to make videos, because I'm not a YouTuber. I have the sensation that I have to plant the seed of everything that I've been through. All right, and also I want I want you, if you need help, to stop looping in this twin flame journey. Okay. All right, so what it took me a long time, I'm just gonna explain it in one video, and I hope it's gonna be the last one, because I'm not planning to be YouTuber. This is not my field. I like to write, I like to paint. As you can see, I'm very creative, but I'm very bad at making videos. Also, English is not my first language, but I also have this sensation, the feeling that I have to do it in this language. I don't know why. And yeah, let's get started first with a cup of tea, because we are in England, and and it's cold outside. So how did I stop looping? I'm gonna basically ruin your how can I say, I'm gonna ruin you. I'm gonna ruin you as I ruin myself to understand how to stop looping. All right, so I couldn't handle anymore the pain, the waiting, the feelings, the waves, the burning inside you, and all, this healing process of whatever. Okay, I was fed up. It's still, my heart, my soul was like, no, I want union, I want union, I want and that's what everybody wants, and that's most likely why you are here. Unfortunately, I have to reveal that union is not the end of the journey. Is not the outcome of the journey, is not why you are in this path. Yeah, so it was very hard for me to accept it and to understand this, and I must confess that I stopped wanting the union when I started to detach. When I really said, those videos, surrender, 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 and you are surrendering to everything, but the fact that you want the union, like you want to surrender, but you, in the back of your head, you're thinking, oh, I still want him or want her to be with me, and that's totally fine. Like, you cannot stop wanting that, because that person is your soul, that person is you. Is basically the way I had to learn it and understand it. It's imagine God as the divine. By the way, everybody interprets God differently. For me, it's not a human being. For me, it's not a person. For me, it's not the God that everybody says in the Bible. And for me, the divine is the source of everything, the source of nothing, the source of anything. And he is the creator of us, but not as the one and only, but the one that even he himself, or however you want to call it, it's us. Okay, that's why everybody says we are one, we are already united, blah 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 blah, because even though I am a soul and I have my own frequency and my own melody, at the end you are a frequency too, and we are made from the same source. Okay, so I am you, you are me. We just vibrate in a different way. It's like music. We are music. You can be a violin, I can be a piano, but the outcome of what we are making, it is a melody, it is a frequency. Okay, so we are music. There are many ways of how you can interpret it, and basically when they say your twin flame is your mirror, it's just that the soul was splitted, you know, and the soul has the duality, a polarity, so female and male. The other soul, which is you, has a female and male, and basically you guys agreed in this life to meet each other so you can mirror you, so you can see yourself and understand who you are, you know. I don't know what you're here for, you know, or which is your purpose, like your physic purpose as a human being, but the outcome of everybody in this place, it's elevating the frequency, elevating the consciousness to awake everybody so we understand what we are, so we can all love each other. I got to the conclusion when I was detaching and when I was thinking about all of these labels that they put us into, so we keep looping because you keep searching and looking and wanting and longing for a soul that is you. But when you understand that you are the source and everybody is the source, everybody is divine feminine and divine masculine, and if you think about it and you realize that if everybody was awoken, everybody was, you know, vibrating in the same frequency of God or of the souls, we wouldn't be looking elsewhere. We wouldn't even thinking, oh, but this is my twin flame. No, it's we are all one at the end of the day. I'm not saying I am you are me, you know, like this is the code that my body choose to come into this universe, but if I remove it, I am the same as you, you know. Anyway, don't get lost. So detaching, I saw a lady that I would love to mention. I will mention in the description if you want to go to look for her. I am not united with my divine masculine, but she is united with her divine masculine, and I follow her because that's the outcome that I wanted. But this is not what I want anymore, and this was one of my fears. Like, okay, what if I reach till the end and then I no longer want him? And that's how it happened, and that's how I knew it would be, you know, because you already know the answer and everybody know it. You don't need any guru, or you don't need anybody else to tell you what you know. And this was what was keeping me looping. The twin flame videos that you see on YouTube, especially the ones that you cannot see a human face, that is just someone talking, you know, and then all these faces that they put you, the divine feminine is going through this to get to union, the divine masculine is awakening now. Listen, it's not truth, like it's not truth, and it's the same way with the tarot cards. Like, I had to stop doing tarot cards to read it myself. I had to stop watching tarot cards videos. It might help someone that right now is not in this journey, but it's not gonna help you with predictions. That's why they always say wait till divine timing. And divine timing comes when you stop waiting, because you stop waiting, because you stop wanting them, because you stop, you know, like really believing that this is all. This is not all. Like, you are all, and you are a whole, and you are the source of love, and you are you. Once you remember, you don't have to look elsewhere. And when I stopped doing this, I detox from all of this, because it's like, how can I forget someone if I'm all the time looking for that someone on those videos, and that was just driving me insane, to the point that my energy was draining all the time, and I would just keep it, like I would sleep looking at the video like it and waking up thinking about it, and it's like, no. So the question was like, why, who or what are you chasing, and who or what are you running from? You know, like, what are you running from your truth? Like, you have so much love for your divine masculine, and that all that love, all that unconditional love is coming from you, from the source, and you have to integrate it, and it has to come back to you, you know. And all because you are putting him in a pedestal, which where you should be, you know, and he is running from you because you are depending on from his energy to be in that pedestal. And one of my reflections of, because during the process I said, even though I want to get here to union, I said, oh, okay, maybe during the way I will change my mind. Maybe I will get till this point where I don't need it. I want to know what's gonna happen, but at the same time I'm like, I'm not anxious anymore about the outcome, you know. I understood this person, it also has to be free, also has to fly away. And I was reflecting on this, on how you are not letting the energy flow, how you are making the water get stuck, you know, and stink and expired. And I go to this because my friend, there's a guy that really likes me, and I like him in a way of friendship, and I think he would love me in any type of way. And that's totally fine, you know, if he knows this, which he knows. So that day I was meant to see him, and the energy wasn't flowing for me, you know. And you know what I said? Because I have to choose me, I said, I'm not gonna see him. And this is the same that's happening with your person. Like, he's feeling your longing, and nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be the feeder of you know, of you know, of your happiness, and your stability, because as soon as that person goes away or decides to take another path, you're just gonna freak out, and you're gonna fall down, and life is not gonna have any sense. And that's not meant to be like that. In fact, this reminds me very well of my ex-partner. And I didn't know how to hold myself, and I was expecting somebody to do that for me. And that person didn't know how to hold himself, and he was expecting that from me. So imagine how bad we was for each other, and how much, you know, pain we was causing to each other, just because we couldn't do something so easy than to love ourselves, you know. And I'm not saying you don't love yourself, everybody loves themselves, but there are layers, and there are labels, there are like levels of loving yourself. It's a game, we never stop, you know. But learned I learned once how to remember what I was, you know, and who I am. And then I didn't fully learn. Let's say I did a half of the learning, 50%, and I went back looping, wanting him, you know. And then, because the reason is, I understood, well, we were souls, we was connected. I understood it was me, I was him, but I was still my source. I was feeding from him, you know. And look how lunatic I was. putting candles and, you know, making songs and calling him home. But I am home, you know. So I got my another 50% back, and I put it together when I understood. If you close your eyes and you meditate, you come back to you, and all of this lives within you. Everybody get lost looking for a home, no, and they think home is a place. They think home it's a feeling, home it's someone that makes you feel home, or home is your family, or home is back home where you used to live or where you born. And then you realize that you are home, no, your physical you, but you within you, and no matter where you go, when you die, you still gonna be home, you know, you still gonna be you, and you will come back to the source, you know, of being all one without body, just, you know, uncovered. And you won't need eyes to see, we can already see. You won't need ears, that's why we can connect telepathy, you know, with someone. When everybody has this, they say, oh, I thought about you, and then you just text me. You know, and then it goes deeper and deeper and deeper. The more you connect with yourself. And I thought I had to be a monk for a period of time. I said, okay, oh my God, you know, like, wow, how powerful, you know, I am. And I said, I need to be like meditating all day, all long, because if I don't do it, the universe is gonna punish me, and then I'm gonna skip something, you know, like maybe you're not skipping anything, you're going on your own path, on your own direction. That's why I say, even though we are a collective and we are elevating everybody, at the same time, I am not everybody, you know. I have my own way of doing things, and that's why, even though we're going through the same, you know, through the same, just because you watch on YouTube something, you think like everybody million, or like all those million people are you. You think that they are all doing the same, they are all meeting the same soul, they are all, you know. No, unfortunately, no. And that helped me a lot. I said, no, I don't want to listen to this stupidity. I want to listen to myself, because this journey began with me. Because, you know, when I look for answers, if I look inside me, I get them. When I look outside, I get lost, and then I get thinking, why. So I'm sorry if you didn't get to hear what you wanted, but it's been painful. Now it's not. I just had to come back to me again, you know, and put all that love that I had for him, for me. And that doesn't mean I don't love him, but you know this. We don't stop loving people. We just transform. And I hope you can get outside of this loop, because if you don't, you're never gonna get him, first of all, and he's not the aim. You're never gonna get yourself, and you're gonna keep suffering, you know. And once you know, and you cannot unknow. You can forget it a little bit, but you have to come back. And that's why it's good to write, or to make videos in your own journal. You have it on the phone, or you can just record your voice. It doesn't have to be for everybody, it has to be for you to understand. And I want you to also understand that everybody has many awakenings, and they don't start with your twin flame. Okay, everybody has trained themselves so much that some of them, they do have the clarividencia. It's called in Spain, where you have this like noise on your ear where you are calibrating the frequency that your guides want you to set and integrate in your system. It's not someone talking to you. Is someone talking to you with code, which that's how we talk as a spirit, you know. People has also like their intuition very attuned. So just because you don't have this, it doesn't mean you are lost or you don't have a way of, I don't even know how to explain it. Everybody has one. You just need to find yourself, and that's it. Just believe in you. Be your own guide. Ask your guides to guide you, and look at the details of what life has to bring to you, and fully please surrender. Because when I surrender, I even ask myself what I was thinking of, you know, like, why did I want this person so much, like, and what I was looking for. Right now I'm like, you know, the insect confirming. Now I'm like, if he had to come back, I would be like, you know, let me think about it, you know. Let me look at my life, how it is, you know, and let's see how we could even start from the very, very bottom. Because baby, I forgive, I don't forget. I don't forget. Everything has been reported, you know, and this soul has cried. And thank you so much, because now I know me, now I know my value, now I know everything comes from me. I just hope this helps you, because I needed a video like this, but you know, like, I wouldn't have been able to take it until I was ready to fully detach